Are you kidding me or what, guy? It's episode 236 of the Midnight in the Bay podcast. I'm your host, Alex Woody, and I have phlegm in my throat. Hang on. OMG, am I excited to be here? Did you see that dancing? Are you watching the podcast or you're listening? If you're listening, I was dancing and making people wet their pants, making people nervous, like, holy smokes, this guy is good. I need to be a cooler person. So make sure you check out the podcast on YouTube to see the dancing, to see what I do. Oh, guess what, guy? I've been walking around with a football. Yeah, just walking down the street, sunglasses on, chain on. Oh yeah, the chain, it's back, out of retirement. Oh my god, yeah, and then I get a comment on YouTube. Oh my god, this guy seems really stable. Oh yeah, guy, it's comedy. This is an exaggeration, okay? Some people, you do a stand-up show and they're like, not laughing at a joke. Boo, that's offensive. Yeah, this is comedy. We're joking around. Those people, the worst to hang out with. It's like when you go a party and you don't know anyone, you got dragged there, and they're like, boring. You can't talk about anything. They're complaining about the news. Always complaining. I hate those people. Always complaining. So, anyways, I had to get that off my breast. Guy, the football, it makes you look intimidating. The sunglasses do too. But I have to take them off. Because life's grand without sunglasses. You don't need them. You know? Take them off. You're inside. You're not R. Kelly, all right? You're not Ray J. Can't wear sunglasses inside if you're a bald white guy, okay? But you can outside. Oh my god, that sun comes out, you put these on, and you just look way cooler. You're not fat anymore, you're cool. Happy to be here, putting the football down, fumble. I did a show in Reno over the weekend. Well, technically Sparks, which is literally Reno. Okay, let's just call it Reno. That's why I went up there. I was like, Reno, and people didn't get it was a joke. It's those people. They're like, no, it's Reno, you idiot. I'm like, yes, I know. I guess I really do look like an idiot, you know? I loved Sparks. I did have someone call me a retard, so they are using bad words up there. Bay Area people would have protested that guy, let me tell you. Um, Show was okay. The show up there was, it was packed. But you ever do a show where you're like, oh, what's going on with the audience? Are they on fentanyl? These people, they just wanted like a play. All the comedians are going up there and they're laughing, but they seem like very to themselves, kind of scared for us to call on them. Like me, when the teacher in class would be like, Alex, do you want to read out loud? I can't speak English. I can't speak any language. I failed sign language. This is the only one I knew. Get out of the class. Okay, okay, okay. Boring, anyways. So this audience was like odd. They're just sitting there. And I'm like sweating up there because when the audience doesn't really laugh that much, you're like, you're just going through your jokes, and they're just like, I'm like, what am I telling my parents I'm gay, And so I do my set, but let me tell you, it didn't go well. I don't get it, okay? I have done these jokes for people that have laughed. I swear, I'm not even joking. Um, and they were just, and I felt bad for my friend because my friend had to go up there and do longer time, like 30 minutes, and he was sweating bullets. Let me tell you, he was sweating up there. When you're up there and the audience isn't laughing, your body just starts flushing out liquids, It's the guy that he wasn't peeing his pants, but he was sweating, and he's a little guy too. So, just another experience. I went up there to the show with my dad because I can't drive, I'm underage. So, my dad picks me up in this van that has cages in the back. Yeah, he has a old mail truck. Have you seen these? Well, actually, it's a van. So, it's a white van, and the whole back is caged because they don't want you stealing mail. They do that with all the mail trucks or vans. And so he got an old mail van because they sell these. You know, they sell old cop cars. Well, they sell old mail vans, right? My dad was like, "Oh, I won't get the Honda Civic. I'll get the mail van, but they're cheaper, you know." And his other car, normal looking car, clown car, is in the shop. So we take the mail van, and let me tell you, two white guys in a van with a cage in the back. Let me tell you, we drove down the street where there was a bunch of Mexicans. They ran. I mean, we just look like ICE. You know, we just look like government agents ready to bust people. And I'm screaming, "No, don't run, don't run." So we get to Reno, and we pull up to the casino. It's like a big casino. You know, Reno's like a small Vegas or Vegas, as some people say. You know, tower, just 40, 70, 80,000 floors. People pulling up in Mercedes, Teslas, McLarens, NASCARs, and we pull up in the mail van. It's beat up, it's got the cage in the back. You know, the valet ran because he was Hispanic. And we get this white guy, and he's petrified to drive it. He's like, "How do you drive this thing?" We go in the casino and we check in, my dad and I, and the lady's looking at us like we're a couple. I'm like, "Really? I have better taste than this old fart, you know? He's fat, he's got glasses, his hair's receding. Come on. If I was gay, I'd be banging a hot Brazilian." Well, I might have to get in shape before that. Look at this. You know, I might have to get a toupee before that happens. I probably, if I was gay, I'd probably be banging like a fat dude, right? Or like a skinny dude with a wandering eye. You ever think about that? If I was gay, who would I be with? Not funny. Not funny. Cut it out. Those are homophobic ideas. Not really. Pro gay. Pro gun. Can you be pro gun and pro gay? I think so, right? Is there any redneck gays out there with the Make America Great hats on? There's gotta be, right? There's pro Trump black guys, which is odd, you know. My in-laws, Hispanic, snuck over here. Huge Trump supporters. So odd. My mind is blown away. So my dad and I we tell the lady, "Look, we need two beds, not one, not a couple, and maybe we shouldn't stay in the honeymoon suite." You know, we are father and son. My dad's almost 70. Come on. And Reno's a weird town, though. I saw some weird signs. I saw on one sign it said "Holy Spirit and horses this way," and then I saw another sign: "Free pies, free ATM." Oh, okay. I got sunburnt while we were there. I was so red that when I walked by a church, I heard someone say, "Wow, the devil got fat." Then I heard someone else say, "Kids, run! He looks hungry." Oh, I'm glad I'm getting some kind of attention. You know, comedians love attention, even if it's bad. Louis C.K. I jumped into the lake up there. They got a cold lake called Lake Tahoe, or I like to call it Tall Ho. How many people have made that joke when they went up there? You going to Lake Tall Ho? So the lake was so cold because there's still snow up there. The lake was so cold that down below it came ovaries. I was like, where'd you go? And should I put a wig on right now? I mean, that's how people transition. They just jump in a cold lake and then it's gone. They're a woman. Cheaper than surgery, you know? Giving great ideas for people out there. That's a homophobic joke. Okay, cool it, Garrett. What's the deal with gays and monkeys? AIDS? Now monkeypox? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. You homophobic son of a bitch. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Ethel. Police can use a breathalyzer if they suspect you of drinking and driving, but they don't have a test for you to blow in if they suspect you of smoking weed. So this is, I think, what they should do. They should treat people that have been smoking suspected like people that get knocked out and wake up. Like the questions you ask that person: what's your name? What year is it? And who's the president? And who's the president can go two ways with the cops. You could say Trump, and they're like, he got the president wrong, but not really, right? Stolen elections. Oh, oh God, this light. Let me see a light. I really need a producer. My cat, horrible producer. He always leaves when I start. People have said, not funny to me when other people are laughing. I was like, love YouTube. By the way, I'm reading off my phone. I got Breck. We've got some great news stories though in a sec we're gonna get to. Crazy stuff. You're gonna love it. I was walking by a mixed couple. And I was like, I wasn't looking at anyone, and then I saw them I looked up, and they looked at me, and I looked right back because that white guilt kicked in. If you look away, then they're gonna think, oh, that white guy, he's disgusted with us. So I just stared, which isn't that great either. They thought I was a weirdo. What do? You look and then look away, like a pair of tits on a woman that's not your wife. By the way, Liquid Death. I gotta applaud you guys. You guys are running the biggest scam in the world. It's a can that looks cool and it has water in it. Oh, ice cold water from the mountains of wherever. You could just lie, right? And that's what they're doing. They're lying. Come on. We all know they get a bunch of Brita waters and then pour it in a can, draw a skull on it. These guys are geniuses, right? They're selling you Brita water with a skull. Oh, cool. And people are like, oh my God, this is so cool. I tried some, I spit it out, I threw it at the guy at 7-Eleven. What a waste of money. And it's like $3. These guys are making a profit off of people by selling water. It's like those old snake oil people back in the cowboy days. They roll in, oh, this can cure this. This can cure this. These are powerful oils. Really? Because I think my sister still died of tuberculosis. That shit never worked. It was a scam. And they're doing it now with essential oils. Oh, my wife's really into them. I want to say something, but you can't. Oh, this one helps you sleep. This one helps. Oh, really? Let me rub it on me. No, nothing happened. I just smell like flowers. It's all a scam, right? And that's what this, what's it called again? Liquid Death. Oh, cool. And people buy something that says Liquid Death. Oh, that sounds like poison. Hey, drink poison, Liquid Death. But these people, they buy them. These people, yeah, just idiots. When someone is addicted to something, it just means they really like a hobby. Let me ask you guys a question. Why are Asians still wearing masks? You racist piece of shit, you said Asians. Have you guys noticed that? No one's really wearing masks but Asian people. I see some concerned white people wearing them too. Is there something we need to be concerned about? Now I want to wear a mask. I'm petrified. I see them. I'm a follower. I put it on. I buy Liquid Death. I don't know if I can handle the flip flop thing, and I don't like boba. But is there another wave of COVID coming? I'm petrified. Are they wearing it because of the monkeypox? Maybe. Maybe. Are they doing it maybe because I fart while I'm outside? Possibly. I bet you people are just putting on masks because I'm farting around them, right? Maybe that's the polite thing to do, is wear a mask. Maybe just Asian people are really polite. I think, you know what it is? I think Asian people are just really cautious. I mean, the driving, they're they're actually great drivers. People are like, they're going too slow. They're getting on the freeway and they're taking their time. Yeah, they're being cautious. You know, you ever see a white guy in a pickup truck? Yeah, they're flying. You see a white guy in a raised truck, they're the biggest asshole. I've never met a guy with a raised truck that was white that wasn't an asshole. But I've also never met an Asian person that drives a truck. You know why? Because they're cautious. They get a car with good gas mileage that's safe. Trucks, they're a waste of money and they're unsafe. You ever drive a truck on a windy bridge? There's no weight in the back. They're like, Also, my truck was from the 40s. Asian people are cautious. I think we should learn from them. The Wuhan lab wasn't their fault. It was a bunch of Germans and Slovakians and United States in a lab, and they got released. It's a CDC lab. You know, I'm sure Fauci was there. He was the one who got it released. Now he feels bad, so he's out there, and people blame Asians. They're cautious. They may be a little racist, but they're cautious. Shame, shame. The things you think you're going to be great at, you're never that great at, right? This podcast is over in a year, right? And things that you think you're not going to be great at, you are. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm okay at being a good husband. I just tried that out. I didn't think I was going to be great. I flipped her off all the time, called her a whore. Let's change things up. Oh, actually, it's nice being nice to him. Kidding, folks, but you know what I mean. It's you do a job, you uh, bomb on the stage in Reno. You're like, oh, I didn't think I could do that, but now I can. My buddy told me recently that he just got back from New Delhi. I said, really? I love sandwiches. What's the name of the place? Yeah, I haven't heard back from him for a while. Racist piece of shit. Okay, okay, but watch the language. I'm a POS. If you don't listen to the recording of your set, then you didn't bomb. Reno. I got 2 slices of pizza for $3.25. I thought I was being pranked. I thought I got transported in 1999. I was like, how is this so cheap? And then I found out later why it was so cheap. Diarrhea. I hate you, pizza. In honor of the late, great actor Ray Liotta, I went to a deli, a new deli, and I said, give me the Ray Liotta. And they looked at me like, what the hell is this guy saying? Let me get the Italian. Found out that guy's not Italian. Could have fooled us. What's the deal with actors and wanting to play Italian? I guess we never really want to be ourselves, right? We gotta act like another race. White people and black people. And you know what's funny is white people. Well, I guess they both do it, right? White people they act like they're gangster, like they've hung out with people that have committed crimes. Yo, yo, yo. And then you'll also see black people act nerdy and put on glasses and like cartoons, right? I think it goes both ways. White people act black, some of them. Jane, black people act white, nerdy, um, into country. Lil Nas X, he loves country. Loves the dick too. God, I watched one of those Lil Nas X videos. I was like, oh, this is cool. Gay people they party. I mean, let's hang out. Nothing worse is when you're in the car and you got a little food stuck in your teeth. No floss, no toothbrush, nothing. I hate that. It bothers you. You're using your tongue. You're trying to get it, but you can't. You're calling grandma. You're crying to her. What should I do? What should I do? You're looking up YouTube videos. You almost hit a cautious Asian in the car because you're not paying attention. You're using an envelope trying to get it. Using a business card of a therapist you should be seeing. You're using that piece on the pen cap that you rip off, and that one usually works. I had an issue where I had a piece of food in my mouth. Hey, surprise! Look at my body. and I use that pen count. Yeah, I don't need to go to the dentist. Oh, I probably do. I'd probably walk in the dentist and they'd be like, "Have you been using pen caps?" Sorry, doc. Are they doctors? Dentists will tell you they're doctors, right? I saw the hottest chick walk into an abortion clinic. And I was like, this sounds like the beginning of a joke, but makes sense, right? You're not going to see an ugly chick walk into an abortion clinic. They're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to have the kid. This is life changing. This is what life's about. Hot chick's like, nah, I gotta get rid of this thing. I gotta go to Vegas. I gotta get a sugar daddy. I gotta strip. When I go to a porn website, I always act confused. Like, oh my God, how'd I get here? What's going on here? What am I doing? Oh my God. Okay, we gotta get out of here. It helps with the guilt. I don't want to do 23andMe because I don't want to find out I have more kids out there. I'm already bankrupt of one. Also, I don't want to do 23andMe because apparently they tell you how you're going to die. I want that to be a mystery. When you die, don't you want it out of the blue? That's why if they ever launch those nukes from Russia, I'm going to be not looking. I'm going to be like, I want to be surprised. I remember this one time I was hanging out with a friend, and I told him, I never sucked dick for drugs. And he goes, I sucked a dick for a sandwich. I'm like, well, that's because you're gay, Anthony. You never see a guy reading a romance novel. If you see a guy reading a romance novel, he probably has a swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated hiding in that. He's pretending to read the romance novel to catch a woman. Guys don't want romance. They weren't put on this earth to be romantic. They were put on this earth to breed. And women are in denial about, no, I need a romantic guy. Guess what? We're not. We'll pretend. Flowers are nice. I like romantic comedies. But really in our head, we're like, I need to rape her dose. I need to impregnate her. You ever pretend your life is more exciting than it is? Like get in your car and turn on techno music and drive fast. I'm a spy. Croutons without salad. Oh, way better. Diabetes, here he comes. I had a woman after a show say, hey, you need management. Email me. I look at the card that she gave me. It says nothing about entertainment business. It says garbage business. My wife thinks she was just hitting on me. That's how much faith my wife has in me. I think that's it for my thoughts of the week. You write down random weird shit like that? I gotta get it out. If I don't get these questions and jokes out, it just boggles the cranium. I do want to say that this podcast is brought to you by silvertongueaudio.org. Go there, you'll get free content. Yes, free content. My podcast, Midnight in the Bay. You'll get all the episodes right there free. You'll get Dazed and Disturbed, which is a great podcast where a guy hangs out with Mary Jane and talks about dark subjects. Really entertaining. Free episodes right there. And then check out the NPC podcast, the non-player character podcast. It's a podcast, you guessed it, about video games. These people know what they're talking about, okay? They're in the industry. They play video games. They sleep with video games. They know about video games. I like to put it on while I play video games to get a little double video game action. So go check out NPC Podcast, Dazed and Disturbed, and of course mine, Narcissistic, at silvertongueaudio.org. Now, let's get to the news of the week. News of the week. Here we go. Christian model says God wants her to keep stripping until she's 75. A Christian OnlyFans star who racks in a whopping $120,000 per month says God has directly told her she should keep stripping until she's 75. Nida Marie, 46, has become one of the adult site's top earners, courtesy of kinky content that shows her clan in lacy lingerie. God is guiding me through my OnlyFans career, and He said I should continue creating content until my 70s. Guess what, Marie? That's not God. That's your own head. That's your husband convincing you. I'm blown away by people. But hey, do you, boo? To me, sexuality is a huge part of my faith. Yeah, where does it say in the Bible to show your tits? She further declared, when we experience an orgasm with someone else, we share a part of how God feels about us. Huh? God wants to bang us? Okay, I thought I felt a little pressure in my butt earlier. Look at my boobies, they're God's boobies. Marie, who is based in Colorado, found her faith after having a dream about Jesus when she was just 9 years old. I want to know about that dream. Let me guess. Jesus went down under. I ain't talking about Australia. The curvy content creator claims she has regular conversations with God to ask whether he is happy with her X-rated exploits. Marie, I think you need to do more dildo videos. Oh, okay, God. I asked God if he wanted me to continue stripping, and the answer was yes. Marie insisted. I'm sure the church was like, hey, you can't be doing this, you know? And she was like, oh no, God told me. And then the people at church would say, oh, okay, that's fine. Although she's a devout Christian, Marie believes that the Bible is misogynistic, of course, and it was written during a time when women were not allowed to read or write. As a result, she made it a mission to help women embrace their sexuality. Oh my God. And the stunner says God wants her to keep her OnlyFans account until she's a senior citizen. That sounds gross. To empower older women to continue feeling beautiful and enjoying sex. I want to be a gilf. Grandma, I like to fuck. And empower older women to look and feel good in their own bodies, she declared. I also want to encourage them to have an active sex life. Oh yeah, because women are watching your videos, not men, right? I know that God doesn't want me to retire, she confidently asserted. Yeah, everyone at the church is like, what the hell? Well, cross and boobies, they go together. Marie is a married mom of two and says her husband is supportive of her OnlyFans endeavors. I'm sure, just as God is, it says. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he loves it. $120,000 coming in a month. Oh yeah, this is horrible. I don't think she should keep doing it. And while her hubby is happy for her wife to share raunchy photos with fans, he's also more than willing to share her with God in the bedroom. Oh, that's cool. So they have a threesome with God. Marie previously revealed that she, her husband, and the divine creator get together in bed at least twice a week for the best sex she's ever had. Marie also hit headlines last year revealing she was writing a book about religion and sexuality in a bid to help women reclaim their birthright to enjoy their bodies. Because, yeah, women, they ain't enjoying it until you write that book, right, Marie? God, threesomes with the creator, let me tell you. You would think you would have a hard time sharing your woman with like an athlete. I can't imagine the creator of the universe. She's never gonna go back to the guy, and he can never equal up to what he's doing. Can you imagine? What is she floating in space and just coming? What is she doing? That sounds crazy. But also, he's not there. You're just a crazy lady. Okay, next article. Here's another great Christian. I ditched my job as a priest to become a porn star at 83. It sounds like people really love the church. People doing their own versions. An 83-year-old pastor traded in his role of preaching to a congregation to take up a new role as a pornographic film star. And now he says sex can actually help bring people closer together to God. Hey, whatever you got to tell the congregation why they're on their knees. The career swap took place 5 years ago, and the former priest from North Carolina believes sex should be treated as a joyous part of spiritual life. Retired pastor Norm Selfish, spent most of his life serving his Christian faith in church, but in his 80s he decided he wanted to call it quits. Yeah, no shit, he had been having sex. Early in his life, he had been married to a woman for nearly 30 years, but eventually realized he was gay. Huh, so let's become a priest. It took him another 20 years to come out publicly and express his sexuality through adult films. You know, it's easier not to tell someone you're gay. Let me just make a video and then I'll show you. It took him another. Oh, wait. So he made his movie debut in 2017 on a documentary on Channel 5. Oh my God. Mom, is that Pastor? It's almost like having a party. That's one of the things I admire about this way of doing porn. Self-told the station. From his perspective, sex should be freeing. We are going to have sex, so why not make it a liberating and bonding experience instead of hiding it away in the shadows? So far, he's done his on-camera work free of charge. Oh, I'm sure. Hey, can you supply a boy? In a previous interview, he told Huffington Post, the experience had been delightful. No shit, you're coming. I find these days that my body is indeed a temple where intimacy and ecstasy intermingle. This guy's a freak. Self has said his plans to keep starring in erotic films until society removes sex negative norms from its vocabulary. Um, we don't want to watch you have sex, old guy, on Channel 5. We don't, sorry. We who have experienced that owe it to our sisters and brothers that share the good news with all. Uh, you know, keep it to yourself. I don't want to see the video. I want to share it with everyone. I can't imagine that Sunday when he's like, I'm gonna become a porn star. He just showed up to church and showed a video. Oh my God, cover the kid's eyes. This is freeing for me. No, it's disgusting. You show your friends that's into this. He does have one bone to pick with his new career path. Self says he's not a big fan of the word porn, but as he embraces being able to finally live outside a suppressive environment where everything outside conventional norms is labeled porn, he says it's happy to embrace the porn star title. Yeah, we should get rid of it. What should we call it instead of porn? Let's call it gross. Maryland man pretended to be a police officer for 15 years with a fake badge, real gun, and a trained bite dog. Roos fell apart when he tried to detain a pair of restaurant patrons over a bill dispute. Oh my God. Oh, I said Russ, the ruse. Yeah, this guy, you spend 15 years being a fake cop. Why not just become a cop with all that work? Anton Tucson, 37, was arrested on March 6 when he called an actual police while attempting to detain two diners at a restaurant where he worked security. Responding officers noticed Tucson posing as a U.S. Marshal. Hey, didn't I see you just being security? No, I'm a Marshal. Had left his dog behind at the restaurant, something which canine officers do not typically do. Tucson had a female friend impersonate his superior on the phone, and when that didn't work, she showed up in person, still in character. That's a hell of a wife, you know that? He previously was cited for impersonating an officer in 2006, 2009, 2018. This guy watches too many action movies. Both are now facing charges of impersonating officers, with Tucson also facing charge of possession of a firearm as a felon. This guy's been in jail? Who would have thought? A career criminal was indicted for impersonating a police officer this month. Wow. 15 years. What's wrong with people? The incident occurred on March 6th, armed with a bite dog. This is the guy. Yeah, it looks like a cop. That's the bite dog? Dude, if I saw a guy impersonating or acting like a police officer and he came out with that dog, I'd be like, dude, I'm not falling for this. That why not get a German Shepherd? This guy, that's where he failed, was the dog. As soon as the cop saw the dog, he was like, yeah, this guy is not working. Oh, he looks happy. Oh yeah, I have a machine gun. Oh my God, look at this guy's got. Actually, this guy's smart because out of all this, I would get a fake cop car. Can you imagine traffic in California and having this boop boop? Move out of the fucking way. This guy had the badge. Wow. The cop noticed something was wrong when they realized that Tuxton had left his dog. Okay, we read that. Besides the bogus uniform, Rich was armed with a handgun, handcuffs, a radio, and a baton. This guy was really into it. Look at this guy. You know what? This guy's just playing cops and robbers. Okay, he's just still a kid. Oh my God, that's scary. That's not kid shit. According to documents, Rich asked the arresting officers, "You locked up a U.S. Marshal. This guy should be an actor. This guy's staying in character." Um, most actors are crazy. I think this guy, whew, he'd be a great actor. Um, let's see. In order to fulfill further, okay, love the dog, not a cop car, not a cop dog. Um, yeah, basically, this guy is just a piece of shit. Scientific evidence suggests smelling farts could help save your soul. Oh, I mean, life. Most people go out of their way to avoid smelling farts, but it turns out it can actually be good for you in the long run. Scientific evidence that suggests taking a whiff of your own farts could be beneficial to your health. Accusing someone of enjoying the smell of their own farts is fairly insult to describe people who think far too highly of themselves. But you have to be hard pressed to find anyone who'd admit generally liking the odor. Yeah, if someone likes smelling their own farts and other people's farts, eesh, I'm not hanging out with them. However, if your first instinct is to cover your nose, you might want to reconsider based on some surprising data that suggests that taking a whiff could actually be good for you. According to Healthline, researchers at some university I've never heard of, this is made up, got paid real actual money to conduct one of the most interesting experiences you'll ever encounter after deciding they help fill the scientific void. I can only assume, okay, so these people did a study with the impact of smelling farts. I can only imagine what that study was like. Like, hey, fart in my face. Okay, I'll smell it. You fart in my face. These guys are about to throw up. Why smelling farts can be good for your health. It protects cells. And an interesting twist, the primary reason farts can have health benefits is also the thing that makes them smell like death: hydrogen sulfide. The chemical compound can be deadly in large amounts, but treating yourself to small doses can be good for the cells in your body. So people were just farting in each other's faces, and then scientists were taking their blood during. Oh my God, can you imagine walking in that room by accident looking for your therapist's office? Oh, sorry. It helps your body produce energy. Anyone who took middle school science class is aware. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't remember this in science. It fights inflammation, it combats illness, it treats specific age related conditions. Now, are people going to be selling farts now? Were those OnlyFans people, the selling farts, remember that? Were they onto something? Because this is nuts. Now, that's it for the article. It's like a legit article and all these ads are at the bottom. Oh, I don't read the Bible, but I do read the Bro Bible. If this is real, this is crazy. And get ready to buy farts at the store. Guys, that has been the show. Thank you for listening, watching. Please subscribe and share. Tell grandma, tell not the police. Tell a fake police officer, and make sure you get fucked up. I don't want to scream it today because it's Memorial Day and there's dead soldiers. So let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Yeah, high class producing here. Had it to on the Bluetooth. Thank you guys. Adios.